Alright, what's good, man? I wanted to come on here and just really give y'all a more lighthearted video tonight. And yeah, today I just wanted to talk about 5 things I'd tell myself if I was young again. You know what I'm saying? Or 5 things I'd tell my younger self, in other words. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, without further ado, man, I'm just go ahead and hop straight into it. And the first thing would be patient with yourself, man. If you are 18 years old and you're watching this, even 16, 15, younger than that, man. If you are 18 years old, 16, whatever, watching this, one thing I need you guys to understand is you don't need to be in a rush. You know what I mean? I had this problem bad, man. I was really bad about this. I always felt like I was moving too slow. I always felt like, my dreams were right on the other side of all of the work that I wasn't willing to do, which is true to an extent, but at the same time, I wasn't giving myself a lot of grace when it came to that, I always felt like I was destined for more. I always felt like I was destined to be, the young and turned one, the young lit one, the young rich one, you know what I'm saying, as the young whippersnappers would say nowadays. But nah, for real, I always wanted to be like young and turned, man, young and lit, young and rich, you know what I'm saying? Because I grew up watching content creators like DDG and, like people like that, and just watching him and his entire journey, it inspired me. How he was vlogging and how he just came up through, the end of his high school career in college, and he blew up in his first 1 or 2 years in college, and then boom, he just moved out to LA, and everything changed for him. And I always saw something similar to that for myself. You know what I mean? Like, every time somebody would ask me back then, like, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like, the stereotypical, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do in your life? It was so weird. Like, I never had a real answer. I never had a straight answer. And that's really because I really genuinely didn't know. I just knew I wanted to be rich, and I knew I wanted to do it at a young age. And with that being said, man, like I said, I didn't give myself much grace. Like, I was really, really hard on myself, and it led to a lot of destructive thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm older, more polished, and I'm understanding that it's okay to be patient with myself, I'm realizing that the goal at the end of the day will still be the goal. It doesn't matter when you get there. Yeah, sure, we'd love to get there early. Sure, we'd love to get there as fast as possible, but regardless, as long as you reach your goals, in the end, bro, you're gonna look back and you're going to be happy that you made it there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 24 years old, man. If I was to blow up on YouTube at 24 years old, 25 years old, instead of 19, if I was to blow up at 26 years old, 27 years old, like, it wouldn't be ideal in my mind, but I would still be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to picture yourself in that moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? You blew up, you have all the subscribers, all the notoriety that you ever wanted. You have the money, you have the cars, but instead of being 19 years old, you are 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to say if I close my eyes and put myself in that situation right now, that I'd be upset. Be just over the simple fact that I didn't get there as soon as I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, man, it's no use being hard on yourself and getting down on your circumstances just because you aren't where you want to be yet. You can still get there. You have time, man. And I don't mean to be, that older guy saying like, yeah, young people, y'all got time. You're still young. By all means, chase it, man, because if I could have got there at 18, 19, I definitely would have. I wish I did, you know what I mean? But this is just for the people that if you don't get there by, the time period that you want, just be patient with yourself, man, and that could apply to anything, But yeah. So yeah, number 1, I'd tell my younger self, be patient, man. Be patient with yourself. Number 2, I'd say it is okay to be wrong. Now, I don't think you guys understand exactly what I mean when I say it is okay to be wrong. I mean, try as many things as humanly freaking possible. You know what I'm saying? Try as many things as you actually can, because at the end of the day, you only need one shot to go in. It's okay to try a bunch of different things, you guys. When say you're freshly 18 years old, right? Say you're freshly 18. It is completely okay to try out content. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You do that for a year, say it's not working out, or a year or two. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a year is quick enough to make a determination on content, whatever. And you don't feel like it's working out for you. You're still young. You have the time to correct course, change course. You know what I'm saying? Older people that have priorities and bills, they don't have that luxury like you guys do. You know what I mean? So it's okay to be wrong. Take as many shots at the bat as you can. Shoot as many threes as you can and hope that one goes in. You know what I mean? Like, you can try content when you're younger. If that doesn't work out, say you try real estate. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using the examples of things that I'm into right now. Say you try real estate when you're freshly 18 and you try to get your license, and you get your license, whatever, and you know what I'm saying? You do that for a year or so, whatever, and you feel like that isn't, you know what I'm saying, for you. That's cool. You're still young. You have time. Say you want to get into stocks, trading, crypto, and you try that and you're like, you know, like I made a little bit of money off of it, but I just don't think this is what I want to do with the rest of my life. Completely fine. The point that I'm trying to make here, guys, is it is okay to be wrong. It is okay to take as many shots as humanly possible at the bat and hope that one goes in, because eventually one will. Again, you only have to be right one time to get rich. Remember that. So, yeah, man, take as many shots as you can. All right, and next I have luck isn't real. Number 3, I have luck is not real. I speak about this concept a lot in my past videos. I'm not sure if you guys have seen any of my past videos. I believe I have a video specifically titled luck isn't real, or you know what I'm saying, the truth about luck, something like that. It has to do with luck. But if you scroll over a little bit on my page, you'll see it. But yeah, I have a video specifically about luck, and another video specifically about doing so much work that it's impossible for you to fail. And that, my friend, is the approach that I believe, personally, from my worldview, is the most productive way to live your life. I truly believe that luck is a man-made concept. You know what I'm saying? The best way to get more and more lucky, to improve your chances of what you want happening, is to simply put in more inputs. If you want to get lucky, so people say, you know what I'm saying, with the gym, building your physique, you place yourself in a position to get lucky. You show up to that damn gym every single day, even when you don't want to. You lift as many weights as you humanly can. Do as many reps as you possibly can. Do as many sets as you possibly can. If you want to get lucky with the YouTube algorithm or with any other algorithm, TikTok, Instagram, content, right? What do? What's the smart play here? You take as many shots as humanly possible. Reaching back to the last point, you know what I'm saying? You post as many videos as humanly possible until you've posted so many videos, boom, one finally takes off. It was unreasonable for you to fail. I mean, let's be real, guys. If you post 1,000 pieces of content, what are the chances that not one takes off? I'm gonna sit in silence for a second. Like, genuinely stop and think about that. If you post 1,000 pieces of content, what is the chance that one, at least, doesn't take off? You know what I'm saying? And back to reach to my last point again, you only have to be right once. You make 1,000 sales calls. What are the chances that one, you know what I'm saying? And really, if we're talking numbers, more than one is more than likely if you're making 1,000 sales calls. But what are the chances if you make 1,000 sales calls that 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 or 20 don't go your way? You know what I'm saying? And 20 clients, 20 signed clients in whatever business you're doing, I'm sure that's life-changing money. You know what I mean? So yeah, you guys, I believe in putting yourself in the best position possible to win, and the best way possible to do that is to take as many swings at the bat as possible to put yourself in the best position to get lucky. Luck isn't real. But yeah, number 4, I won't spend too much time on this because I have plenty of other videos talking about these last 2. The last one is instant gratification will kill you. If you don't know what instant gratification is, you need to look up instant gratification, and you need to also look up delayed gratification. That is basically wanting things instantly. You know what I'm saying? Not being able to delay the good feelings, not being able to delay the things that make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Dopamine, if you guys have heard of that, that's like it's the chemical in your brain that's released when, you know what I'm saying, something is fun, something tastes good, something feels good. You know what I'm saying? It's the feel good chemical. You know what I'm saying? That's released in your brain. You need to ignore as much dopamine as you humanly can and do the hard things. You know what I'm saying? Dopamine comes in any form, multiple forms. Whether that is sitting down and watching TV because it feels good, when you know the harder thing that will get you to where you actually want to be is sitting down recording that video, is sitting down doing your homework, is sitting down studying for that final, is sitting down doing whatever you need to do. Instead of doing that, you sit down and you watch TV. Why? Because it makes your brain feel good. It makes you feel good. You're entertained. You sit down, you listen to music. Why? Because it makes your ears feel good. You know what I'm saying? You sit down and you binge eat because you don't want to put in the work in the gym that gets you the body that you're desiring. You know what I'm saying? All of this is instant gratification. You don't want to go out and develop a meaningful relationship with women or learn how to really talk to women. So what do? You do some lustful shit. You watch some corn on your phone. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's instant gratification, you guys. Like anything that's instant, that feel good emotion that triggers your dopamine, that's instant gratification. We need to practice delayed gratification. That usually comes from the harder things. You know what I'm saying? But it gives you the rewards in the long run that last the longest, that are real, that are substantial. You know what I'm saying? Ignoring that feel-good moment of watching TV and actually doing the work, recording the content, working, uploading for 6 months, 1 year straight, although you haven't seen any progress, and then one finally pops. That, my friend, is real gratification. That's a real healthy dopamine. That, my friend, is what delayed gratification is. Going to the gym day in, day out, day in, week out, week in, week out, week in, week out. And then 6 months later, your body's completely transformed. Sacrificing that food, doing the diet, even though you don't want to eat the broccoli, you don't want to eat that rice. You know what I'm saying? That is delayed gratification. You waited that 6 months, you waited that year, and you got the real reward. Practice delayed gratification. Instant gratification kills you. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. And the last one is God first, man. I think that, you know what I'm saying, I always say this in these type of videos, but God is always first. He needs to come first in your life, and that is whatever higher power that you believe in. You may be Christian, you may not, you may be Muslim, you may be Buddhist, you may be, you know what I'm saying, Jewish, anything that you believe in, you know what I'm saying. I personally am a Christian, so I believe in getting closer to God, Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying. Like, I believe in that, and I feel like as young people, we just need to understand that if you put God first in every situation, there will never be a situation that you go without. There will never be a time that you go without. He's always there for you. He steps into every room before you step into it, and he armors you to take on every single battle in your life. So as long as you put God first, he'll always put you first as well. And yeah, that's just the best way to live your life. You know what I'm saying? Prioritize him. Make sure he's a priority. And yeah, this should have been first, but you know, when you guys click these type of videos, you want the instant hacks. You know what I'm saying? So I just made sure I put it on the list toward the end, but just know in the back of your head that this is a priority. This is really what should have been number one on this list. But yeah, that right there, you guys, hope you enjoyed, is 5 things I would tell my younger self if I could speak with him today. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow.